Hey YouTube, Stretch Time Bait and Tackle here, aka Old Man in a Kayak, bringing you another mystery box. Alrighty, let's open this up and see what we got. This is another mystery box, and I got this from. I'll have to look it up. It's got his name on there, but I'd like to recognize his channel, especially if it's a good box. I will definitely promote him. I don't necessarily try to bring negative news against people that aren't as whose boxes aren't as good. But anyway, so all right, we got this going on here. Let's see this. We're gonna open this up here. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh, this is the 12 Days of Christmas, I think. Yeah, Advent. This was the 12 days you can open these up here. Yeah, I remember getting this. Wanted to see one of these. I'd seen these holiday themed boxes here, like 12 Days of Christmas and 24 Days of Christmas, all kinds of things. So let's see what we got in here. I was just kind of curious about these. It's a nice idea, a good theme. I see where it would sell. All right. So I got some numbers on here. See if we can find number one. All right, number one is going to be about right there. All right, so let's tear it open. Number one. Well, I don't know if it's empty or if this just fell down. So what came out of number one is a little teeny tiny, really thin metal bait here. I don't see this much for my bass fishing, but I'm not saying that this was a bass fishing box. I bought it because of the novelty and kind of wanted to see what was in here. But anyway, number one, a little silver blade bait. All right, day number two. I'm gonna have to do it this way so I don't. I've got nothing here. I'm kind of thinking that the cover separated from the plastic compartment, so a lot of stuff is down at the bottom. But we'll keep opening and go along, and I'm pretty sure it's going to all be here. I think maybe the glue just fell here. Maybe it's a little older. All right, here's number three down here at the bottom. Ought to be something in the bottom. All right, yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of teeny weeny little lures here. This has a small treble hook, and the way it's shaped and colored, I think this is a fly of some sort, or gee, I don't know. It's a very small bait, and I got a feeling that all these are going to be small baits. So anyway, we'll see what we can get. All right, here's the number four. Yeah, the package isn't wanting to open up all that good, so I think this is number four. And what I have here is a little crankbait, almost like a little floating bait. There's a little crankbait. Does have BBs in it, and let me tell you something, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Temu lure. But not saying anything, I think these all are, but we'll go from there. All right, that was number four. Let's find number five here. There's number five down here in the corner. All right, got another little mini crankbait. Has a rattle inside, kind of clear. Very small, tiny crankbait. Number six, up here at the top corner. All right, we got a blade bait, a spoon, old gold thin spoon, doesn't have much weight to it. I don't even know how I would throw that. All right, number seven, right up here in the top corner. We got like a hula popper type style here. And this, I guarantee you, this packaging, this is definitely a Temu bait. I know, because I have bought bundles of these that I do sell from time to time. And I'm not saying that they're bad because they're from Temu, but I can tell from the packaging and everything that right away where it comes from. And so, but anyway, I'm not saying some of these baits track well, some don't. So my suggestion is if you buy the Temu baits and you get some stuff like this, is to go out there and test it in some clear water, see how it reacts, so you know before you waste a day's fishing. All right. Okay, number 8, right below number 7 here, or number 1. All right, I got another little blade bait here, like the first one we opened. Only this one is gold colored. It's a little thin blade bait. And now don't get me wrong. I really believe that if you were after panfish, if you're after crappie, not necessarily crappie, but even crappie, but if you're after perch and red ears and pumpkin seeds and all the other brands of styles of perches out there, I think these would work really well. It's got a nice flash, and I think you could drop and jig and get down there and do some damage on the perch population. All right, number 9. All right, this is like the cheapest jig I've ever seen in my life. Okay, this is like a frog jig here, okay? And here's your weedless hook thing. All right. Now, I guess this does render it weedless, okay, in a way. But I have to tell you, this might be the funniest looking, cheapest ass frog I think I've ever seen. But anyway, all right, let's go to the next one. Let's run on number 10 here. Let's see what we got number 10. Oh my God. Wait till you see what number 10 is. A bobber. Wow. It doesn't get much better than this right here from Temu. Okay, number 11. Another spoon. Looks like the other one. It's gold colored. Got a little cheap treble hook on there. And a heart-shaped piece of plastic. That's going to be nice that when the fish comes there and bites it, you're just going to know that he loves you because he bit the heart. So, all right. Let's go to number 12 here. Kind of hard to open these without getting to the next one. It's not the best packaging in the world. All right, this is another definite Temu bait here. This is going to be like a floater. Has rattles in it. Red and white. Nothing really wrong with the color, but I've noticed that these type hooks or these type lures, they really don't track all that well. Let me rephrase that. Some track really well. The majority don't track well at all. So when you get something like this, run it through the clear water, test it out, check it, see how it tracks, make sure it's going to work for you. Being a cheap bait isn't always necessarily a bad thing. We know how much this stuff's gotten expensive over the years. All right, number 13 here. Number 13 is empty. That means it's dropped down. So we'll find it eventually here. Number 14. The only, my only complaint with this so far, it's not because the lures are cheap and they're Temu and stuff like that. I'm dissatisfied with the packaging. You could have spent a little bit more on the glue to actually make sure that this was glued securely onto these different compartments, so you get to open that one for that day and it doesn't spill through and all that. That's my only complaint so far with this, and I wasn't expecting great quality lures from this, but I think the packaging and the daily event thing is a nice little touch, but you should have made it so it is actually, you open one and you're not dropping stuff. They could have glued this down a little bit better here. I have a couple of baits here. That's probably, this is a little spoon. This is might be one of the cheapest little spoons I've ever seen in my life. And another one of the heart-shaped ones, because remember, your fish loves you when he bites you. All right, number 15. Let's move right on along here. All right, what do we got here? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say that's a shrimp, or it's supposed to be a shrimp. A little hook in it and a little like a drop shot type rig on here, but pretty sure I'm not going to use that. Number 16. Oh, number 16. Another one of these little tiny little spoons here that unless I was chasing perch, garbage. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. What do we got here? I'm sorry. I'm losing on this one here. Y'all need to see this. If this is not the most authentic, most accurate, most realistic painted frog lure that you've ever seen, then please message me and tell me where you've seen a better one. Look at that right there. It's orange. It's got some dots on it. It's got eyes that are all googly on you. That's going to confuse the fish. And the little hook here. And it's the weedless one too. Even better. Now, what a top quality. All right. I'm sorry. I had to go off on that one there. All right. That would have been number 17, I think. I don't see a 17. I see an 18. 18. Oh my gosh. They're just stacking the deck on these fish. Let me tell you something. The bass in Texas do not stand a chance against that right there. Let me tell you something. The cheapest looking shrimp on a hook you've ever seen, I could just imagine a largemouth eating that. All right, number 19. Let's move right on up to the top here. And we have got another spoon. This is a little bit larger spoon. And it does have the customary heart, which seems to be a trend here. You know what's going to suck? Is if next year I'm reading Bassmasters and checking up on the stats and the Angler of the Year. And he made sure he had a heart-shaped spinner on his lure. I think that would be a good kick in the balls there, right? All right, number 20. 20 has two lures in it, so this is going to be one of those lures that fell down from the top. Probably number 3, I believe. But it's another little shrimp hook thing that, you know, and personally, I wouldn't be surprised if you could jig this up and down in a mess of perch and get one to bite on it. I really bet you. All right, I got another crankbait here. This is a little teeny tiny little mini crankbait. So, all right, 21. We have got a bigger shrimp. How about that? Nothing like a bigger shrimp, right? All right, here's your bigger shrimp. Got that drop rig set up there. All right, that was 21. 22 up here at the top. We got another spoon. This is the silver with some dimples, and let me tell you something. This is high quality steel here. I bet you could build. You could cast an engine block out of this. This is some good stuff. Number 23. Another little crankbait. All right. Now, believe it or not, I have got a bunch of these Temu crankbaits, and I am an avid crankbait fisherman. Okay, I fish a lot of crankbaits. I do bass tournaments, and these little Temu bass crankbaits, especially their smaller ones, they track pretty well. And Now, granted, I don't use those when I'm fishing a bass tournament, but if I'm out perch jerking, because sometimes I like to go fish for fun or going after some crappie or something, those are really nice. I have no complaints about them at all. Okay, number 24. Another spoon. It's another spoon here, but this one's actually shaped like a fish. This will really fool them right there. All right, you get the flash, and it's got a fish shape. So, kudos, right? All right, that's the 24 days here. That was from Temu. That was the Temu 24 Days of Christmas package, okay? Now, this, other than... all right, let me put it this way. I think there are a couple of lures in here. I could go out and I could go perch jerking and catch some little fish, all right? Because you can catch perch off of just about anything. But is this a value? In no way, shape, or means is it a value, okay? Now, it was cheap, but the entertainment factor, and if they would glue the lid, see, it just wasn't, the paper wasn't glued to these compartments very well, all right? If they would spend a little bit more time with the glue here, this would be a great gift because you get a little of that daily excitement and a laugh and enjoyment, and you know, you get some of this stuff that you've never seen before, like in Texas, like a shrimp lure. Well, unless you're on the coast. But anyway, my only complaint about this is I wish they had glued the outer paper better to the plastic. And is this a bargain? Not really. Is it a steal? Nah. Is it a deal? I'm going to say this is kind of a deal just for the entertainment factor. How about that? We're going to give this a thumbs up for the entertainment factor and the cheap, the amount, how cheap it was. And I just wish they would glue the package a little better, make it a little funner. So, hey, Stretch Line Bait and Tackle, going to bounce out of here. I want to remind everybody to wear your PFD where you're out there on the water. Stay safe. Come home safe so you can go out there and do it again. Pick up your trash. Pick up other people's trash and yak all that trash out.